Hello everyone and welcome back to 4KB Shorts Let's Play of Blade Runner. Alright, so McCoy and us were all going through those images. I still feel like we may have missed something. I know we're missing something from an image. I know that for a fact. Whether it's one of the two we have on hand right now, I cannot say. So, we will exit. And, I was hoping to do something in the last video, and we weren't able to. I kind of wanted to do it in this video, but once again, I don't think, can I exit? Oh wait, let's head back.
Laboratory.
No, third floor, please. Oh, maybe, okay, we'll go to the lab. Well, we're already in our thing. So we have animal murder suspect. So that's our animal murder suspect. We have our candy, which we found.
Howie Lee's in Chinatown. I'd eaten there myself.
This woman says she saw that kid who worked for Runciter hanging around with a big fat guy last week.
And then apparently we have a B.
This guy lives across the street. Says he heard a crash late last night. Looked out his window and saw a black sedan speeding away from the scene.
Okay.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking for two
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Okay.
muddy boots. Guess he's from out of town.
And there's Lucy, of course.
Judging from the distance between the prints, I was looking...
Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and run through these. We've already heard them all.
There's not
And
a
if you
lot
guys
I can
don't
tell you.
remember, I do apologize. I heard them like 2 seconds ago.
Big
This will
Howie
just...
Lee's. Bryant once got food poisoning there, so he shut it down for a couple of months. Now it was always good for a freebie.
So we have Howie Lee's, sushi menu from Howie Lee's, we have shell casings, whatnot. Let's go ahead and take a look. I was hoping for something specific to pop up, but it hasn't done so yet. I think there's a reason for that. So let us head out. We'll come back to this later. We're going to have to come back here a few times. Let's see.
Laboratory.
We'll go to the lab really quick because we found some more data, and we'll see if this guy has anything for us.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Alright. Nothing there. The lab guy is really the only guy we can talk to for data. There's really nobody else. We'll head to the roof really quick. And then from there, we're going to mosey. Let's mosey out of here. I think we'll go... Where can we go? Where should we go? Well, we might have more places to go. I know we have Howie's, of course. We can go to Howie's. So I have run setters. Probably no reason to go back there. We'll go back. We will go to Chinatown. Howie Lee's in Chinatown. Now, of course, once again, if you guys have seen the film, you will recognize Howie Lee's. Ta-da! Welcome to Howie Lee's. Very atmospheric, very rainy. It's always raining, and I think this is LA or San Francisco, one of the two. Hello, man in a very bright red jacket.
McCoy, LPD. I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Sorry, my man. I just don't got the time.
Really?
You're a pretty smart-looking cat. You want to make some money?
Pay me large, you got my rapt attention.
Depends on how much the information's worth.
Unfortunately, my man, I got a bug.
Got to mix more out back.
Dynamite dining, old man. Catch you later.
Cook seems familiar. Let's talk to Howie.
Beautiful night, isn't it?
When business thriving, night always beautiful.
Very true, Howie. Lucy photo.
This girl ever eat around here?
Nah, all gaijin look like the old man.
Nice.
This from your place, isn't it?
Could be. Chopstick come from Yoshi's restaurant supply.
Yeah, but usually they sign your name to it, dude.
This from your place, isn't it?
Yes, sir. You do Howie favor? Distribute all through our police station?
Yeah, sure thing, Howie.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef makes all kinds of new suit.
Just 1 month,
What's
huh?
real fresh tonight?
Special shipment of Toro just arrived. I fix you right up. No one else. Clean as a whistle.
Your prince, Howie.
Thanks, Howie. Anything else?
See you later, Howie.
Alright, we're gonna head into the back, though, because I think that gentleman in the back may be important. But of course, whenever he sees a cop show up, he's like, I gotta go in the back. You know something's up. Hey, buddy, how's it going? Interesting place you got here with all the green food.
Howie says you're a master chef.
You not come back here. Air bad.
This will only take a minute.
There's a fan right there.
You know this girl or not?
Nope.
I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
North, huh?
Ah, crap. Hot food. Dude just bolted on me. Alright, so this is gunplay, and we are absolutely saving it right here. I'm not even going to pause for it. We are saving game. For safety purposes, we'll just call it no gun. Yeah, because I'm not very good at this, and we may get shot at. So, alright, looks like we got to go this way. We'll follow the dude. Run! Run, McCoy! Alright, so we have alleyway. Turn around with your hands up. I'm not sure he's a threat or not, and I can't shoot him in the back. So we'll put our gun away. We'll talk to the old dude. Well, the bum. It looks like a bum. Might not be a bum.
A big guy run past here?
Hey, maybe spare some chinion?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks. The big man, he kinda limping. That away.
Which way is that away? What's in the dumpster? License plate. Nice. Anything
Nothing
else?
even remotely interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Hey, my expectations are always high. What is this?
Nothing
Same
even
thing?
remotely
Oh, okay.
interesting, but hell, if I was going to root through trash, my expectations weren't too high.
Alright, so he says that the big fat guy went that away. Well, since that away is really only one direction, I guess we'll go that away. Uh-oh. This looks like a fight.
Totally uninteresting.
Well, that might be true, buddy, but I think we're going to get owned here pretty quick. We got to be careful.
Totally uninteresting.
Okay, that's uninteresting. What about this? Wait, was there green there?
Totally uninteresting.
Why is there green here? What is this?
Totally uninteresting.
No, he's just going to keep repeating himself about how uninteresting everything is. I know, I'm sorry. Is this also uninteresting?
Totally uninteresting.
Yep, so it looks like we're going to have to go up. So let's run up the stairs. Now, just so you guys know, I've played this game twice, and I got 2 different endings. And I don't remember much of it, so if I get stuck, or if I get, like, screwed up, or if I get shot, or dead, or killed, or something, I do apologize, but at least it'll be entertaining for the rest of you.
Locked.
Really? How does that help us at all, McCoy? Can we shoot it? Can we... no? Really?
Locked.
Wait, I saw a green. Was that me? I think that's me. It's hard to tell sometimes, like, when you move the mouse too fast, it doesn't go green. Okay, so we lost our dude. I'm not sure where we lost our dude at. Like, we just lost our dude. I mean, he's gone. Not helpful. Alright, so we found nothing back here, unfortunately, but we did find the license plate we were looking for. Even though we couldn't find the car it goes to, which is unfortunate. I don't think there's anything to do in that door, which is great. We'll take a look back here for anything more interesting. Nothing? We're good? I think we're good. There's really nothing interesting back here, so we'll head back into Howie's. Odd that Howie's goes into a concrete building like that, but it does. Ugh. Double toilet trouble. Woo-ha-ha-ha. Okay, we'll go this way. Howie, dude, you set me up, man. Outside diners are kind of awesome, I think. A little weird, but not terrible.
See you later, Howie.
Alright, Howie, I lost that guy, so it looks like we're going to have to head back to the station, I think, to maybe check that license plate. Now, everyone keeps saying north, but if you notice, there's no place north for us to go, so we're just going to have to head back to the police station. You get very few initial choices on where to go, unfortunately, but I'm hoping not to miss stuff. Missing stuff very bad, just so you know. Alright. Inside. We're just gonna run everywhere. We'll head to the third floor? Third floor.
Laboratory.
Yep, third floor is the lab. We'll head to the third floor. Okay, license plate?
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
I have a license plate. It's important.
How long has that chef worked for you?
Zubin? Just month. Superior chef. Makes all kinds of new sushi.
You know this girl or not?
Nope. I know who I know, and who I don't know. I don't know her.
Think hard.
Okay. Maybe seen her once. At station. Riding north on bullet train.
That's helpful. Maybe she went to that one place where she was working before, but we still don't have a place where we can go north yet. Then of course we have the license plate, which isn't doing us any good. I don't think we can do anything with the license plate in the Esper room, but since douchebag here isn't going to give us any clues we can work with, we're going to head...
Laboratory, mainframe,
Yeah, we're going to head to the
shooting
mainframe.
range.
The Tyrell Corporation today recalled the last 4 functioning entertainment model Nexus 5 replicants from off-world service. Dr. Eldon Tyrell, speaking at a shareholders meeting, denied allegations that the model was defective and possibly dangerous.
The simple fact is that the model wasn't performing its designated function. There was one isolated incident of violence a couple of years ago, but the individual unit in question was immediately retired from service. No, the problem is far from anything sinister. The entertainment model just isn't funny.
Funny, huh? Does that sound like a fast-talking guy in a really loud jacket to anybody else? Yeah, me too. So maybe next time we run into him, we should VK his ass. Not retire, mind you. VK is something else.
Uploading personal clue database.
That is, of course, the Void Comp test, which we had a chance to
Downloading
use
mainframe
on
clue
Zubin,
database.
if he hadn't thrown his lunch at us.
Clue database transfer complete.
Sweet. Okay, let's take a look at our clues. Do we have any more clues? Ah, this is what I was looking for. Yes, this. But before we do that, I want to see if we can take a look here. Still only the 2 photos, huh? Okay, well, we'll not go back into those just yet. But what we will do is, if you notice, we got some crime scene notes in Gregorian interview A and B. And we also have factory bombing crime scene. Not our case, right? Let's check it out.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354. Still working the explosion at the Tyrell manufacturing plant. It'll take a day or so to analyze the debris, but there's no doubt in my mind that we're dealing with a bomber here. Right now, it looks like the protesters had nothing to do with it. They were in too close proximity to have been in on the deal. No MOs or identities are rolling up just yet, and I'm still going through the inset files to see if any replicant munitions experts are unaccounted for.
Okay.
This is Crystal Steel, badge number BR61354, conducting the interrogation of Spencer Gregorian, leader of CARS, Citizens Against Replicant Slavery, November 22nd, 2019.
I once again asked that my attorney...
Shut it, shitbird. I'm asking the questions. We've already put you on the machine, so we know you're not a skin job.
That term offends me.
Okay, so you're not one of those biomechanical scumbags, and you claim to not know anything about the bombing at Tyrell.
This is true. We advocate equal rights under the law for replicants. We have nothing against Tyrell Corporation for creating them.
That's some sick logic.
The replicants are living organisms, whether people like you like it or not. Replicants contribute greatly to the economic well-being of our culture. They cannot be discounted as such.
Hell, it'd be no skin off my nose if each and every one of them was hosed down for good. You ever see this guy?
Why, yes. Actually, I have. He was present at the protest. He's not part of our group, but outsiders are usually welcome.
How many new faces showed up that day?
Not too many. A handful at most.
Describe them to me.
I don't know if I can.
Oh no? Recording off.
Uh-oh, we know what that means. Bad cop, bad cop. Now, just as a heads up, if any, I'm just going to keep saying this, if any of you have actually seen Blade Runner, and I'm hoping that most of you have, if you've seen Blade Runner, they did delve into the racism aspect against replicants, how replicants aren't human, there's skin jobs, there's racial terms, you know, anti-whatever, anti-replicant terms, stuff like that. So there's a lot of anti-replicant hate, because they're seen as violent and unstable. But what they don't talk about is those people who would be all like, but they're living and they need to be loved and give them hugs and set them free and stuff like that. And of course, in any society, whenever you have technology or opinions or you know, racial or any kind of negative or positive approach to something, you always have the opposite. So you would see all these racist people or all these people who hate replicants, and then you'd see, of course, the people who would love them. And in the film, they actually completely ignored that. They're like, no replicant love. The only person who actually showed any kind of caring was Decker himself, and it was more like a passive whatever. But here in the game, they actually delve, like, straight up, you know, elbow deep into the whole pacifism, or not pacifism, but, you know, the CARS thing, the against replicant slavery, stuff like that. That's not something you see a lot in video games. That's not something that especially in the 90s, when games weren't really used as a platform. They're kind of now, but it's still one of those touchy subjects where they're not used as a platform for social change or anything like that. And so social stigmas were really avoided, and even in more mature games. But Blade Runner's like, yeah, screw that. So at like the very beginning of the game, you have this pedophile son of a bitch, like right there in the FMV, who you're now trying to help by solving crimes. Although you're only passively helping him, but the point is he's an SOB, but you're not arresting him for that, And then, of course, you have this guy who's all like, well, we love replicants, whatever. So it's kind of cool that they delve into that sort of thing. So it makes the game kind of interesting that it's that deep. But let's get to the second part of the interview after the recording was ended.
Describe them for me again.
There was that Rastafarian fellow, and one of our ex-members showed up.
Who's that?
A Japanese man named Izo.
Why'd you get rid of him?
We're a pacifist organization, and we have rules. One of them is no weapons allowed. Izo refused to check in a samurai sword at the door during meetings.
Where can I find this Izo?
He owns one of those little secondhand stores downtown.
Let me ask you a question. Who the hell bankrolls your operation?
Well, we have a number of anonymous donors, people with resources and sources.
Such as?
So anonymous, even I don't know who they are.
I almost believe you.
Now, here's something interesting. I know for a fact that interview B is different from the one I got in my last Let's Play, the one that aired out. In the last Let's Play, and I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a heads up on this, the Asian guy, he didn't know the Asian guy. He just said it was an Asian guy with a ponytail. Never mentioned about guns, never said he was an ex-member, nothing. So that's actually one of the choices that was made when the game was restarted, or when it started the new game, was who that Asian guy was. Before he was just some dude. Now he's actually an ex-member who carries around a samurai sword. Since a lot of these, a lot of the replicated animals, or a lot of the animals were cut, chopped up. Now we have Zubin who runs off. Maybe a replicant, maybe not. And then we have this Asian guy with a ponytail. Uh-oh. Carries around a samurai sword. Maybe he did it. Pretty awesome. Now we don't know. We could say, oh, it was Zubin, but now we have a second suspect. Awesome. But before that, we're going to head down. Anyway, I think those things are cool, that the game is actually like that it's random in that way. And I don't think it has set choices. I don't think it sets A or B. I actually think it takes each choice or each option in the game and sets A or B for that choice individually, or A, B, or C, or how many of your choices are for that option individually. So you never get the same exact run through every time, which was very experimental back in the 90s and probably extremely hard to program, especially on a game this complex. But it's really awesome that they put that together. I really think it is.
You're Spencer Gregorian, right?
No. I really think my lawyer should be here.
Nobody cares.
I got some more questions for you. Tell me about your protest at Tyrell's plant.
I already told that other detective everything. Under duress.
I want to know about the people who were there. The Rastafarian and the Asian guy with the sunglasses.
I didn't know the Rastafarian. The Asian fellow was one of our ex-members. Izo was his name.
How long did you know him for?
Let's see. I met him about 5 years ago. He seemed so smart and balanced. He really wanted to help the replicant people.
Then what?
He started associating with the more militant factions. I was astounded when I heard he was supplying weapons to some of them.
What kind of weapons?
Guns so new that even the police had hardly used them, I heard.
See, this is all new conversation for me. This is not the same conversation I had last time. Last time it was just whatever and done. And now we've got all this information. Gun runners, samurai swords, 5 years. I have no idea where we're going with this.
I got some more questions for you. Lot of people involved in your cause? Spencer?
Yes, sir, we're growing fast. As more and more people realize that replicants have cognitive and emotional legitimacy, the Citizens Against Replicant Slavery will spearhead the movement towards...
Save the pitch for someone who gives a shit.
Yeah.
We're peaceful people, Detective. We live by a code that men like you could never understand.
Try me.
2 centuries ago, humans were held in slavery. Brave souls formed an underground railroad.
So, you help replicants escape the city.
I'm talking figuratively, Detective.
Sure you are.
We're not children, Detective. We have resources. The world is changing. People are waking up to the injustices perpetrated by a sick society that you have helped...
A lot of them will wake up dead if reps are allowed to run amok on Terra, jerk.
Yeah, and just so he knows, I can understand the whole setting them free thing, but they are still unstable. Absolutely unstable. And because of that, you can't have them running around. I mean, it's not like they can't exist, it's just they can't be on Earth. What's so wrong about that? I mean, it is segregation and whatnot, but I mean, honestly, if you're unstable and you're going to kill people, maybe... I mean, I wouldn't want people like that on Earth either. That's why we have prisons, friend. Now, why would you build creatures or people or whatever they happen to be just to stick them in prison? That would be pointless. So here's the void comp test. This is sort of a tutorial. They don't tell you it's a tutorial, but it's a tutorial on how to run the void comp test for later when you have to run it on other people who may or may not be replicants. Now we know for a fact this guy's not a replicant because interview A is always the same, and interview A says we already ran the test on you, so we know you're not a skin job. Right? So we can actually run the test and find out what our readings are. So this is just so you can test it out, so you can play with it, so you know how it works, and you can see if you're any good at it. So we're going to go ahead and load it up.
I'm going to give you a little test.
The other detective, she already tested me earlier today.
Uh-huh. Look, I got to check out the equipment, and you're the only stiff around.
I object to this treatment. If you'll just call my lawyer, he'll take care.
Your lawyer would tell you I got the authority to VK the mayor if I want. And he'd have to smile and nod and kiss my butt until I cleared him. So sit down.
Yeah. So here we go. Now, once again, this is from the film. We have a few more bits and bobs than Decker did. Decker just had the eyeball in the scanner, and basically this was supposed to tell you like how much the constriction in the iris was. This doesn't actually move. What we do have is we have sort of a stress detector. We have the iris view, and we have a human reaction gauge and a replicant reaction gauge. Now what this is based off of is the questions that we're going to ask a lot of them are taken from the film. And the reason for that is because if you had a test where you had to test against people's statements or their reactions based on certain stimuli, the stimuli has to remain the same, meaning that the questions have to remain the same. So you may be, if you've seen the film and you're like, oh my god, that's the same question they asked in the film. Yes, it would be. It would be put in a book and it'd be like, these are the questions you have to ask. Do not deviate. Do not change the words. Do not, just read the question out. And when you get a response, test that against what a normal human response is and what a normal known replicant response is. And that's how you get your baseline. Now, in order to get this thing to work, you have to calibrate it. That's this big red button here. And to calibrate it, what you do is you just ask a basic question, and it calibrates a basic response, just like a lie detector-ish.
Reaction time is a factor in this, so please pay attention. Where do you live?
3rd sector, uptown.
Nice neighborhood?
Very. Is this going to take long?
Just keep your pants on, Spencer.
Okay, so now we're calibrated. Now, if we don't like this calibration, we can change it. We can actually adjust it. But what this is this would be considered a standard response for Spencer. A standard, normal, average, everyday question, no emotion, no thought, no, just, I had to think about it, done. That's what this is. Now, if we feel that's wrong, we can adjust it. I will say that I believe, and I haven't tested this, but I believe that on hard mode, you have to adjust this all yourself. You actually have to watch the bar go up, and then you adjust the meter. You actually have to choose whether or not you believe the person is human or replicant. And I believe that's the way it is on hard mode. I will tell you that we're currently playing on medium, and on medium, all you have to do is ask the questions, and eventually the machine will figure it out for you. That doesn't mean this is a 100% foolproof minigame, and it is a minigame. What it is you have 3 buttons here. You have a low intensity question, medium intensity question, and high intensity question, which is nice to have the pop-ups there. What it is you ask one of these questions, and he gives you a response, and it registers here and here and here. Well, these are people. They're supposed to be living, breathing, thinking people with emotions and thought and stress. And if you ask too many medium and high intensity questions too often, you'll piss them off. And they'll either quit the test, or leave, or they may completely knock you on your ass, or so. I don't think they actually attack you in the game, but my point is you can actually screw up the test and not get a valid reading, and you can't go back and do the test again. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you, let's do the test again. No, if you screw it up, if you ask too many high-intensity questions, they're like, interview over, we're done, and you don't get a reading response, you don't know whether or not they're replicant. And that is super awesome that they have that. So we're going to go ahead and start out with, I think, a medium intensity question, just to get a bead on it.
You suddenly feel the urge to commit suicide.
I love life too much to commit suicide. You wouldn't know about that, would you?
Pretty basic response. He got a basic reading level, a pretty high human response level, which is great. His iris kind of twitched out, but that's not perfect. The iris thing is really only for high-intensity questions, I think.
A man dressed in rags approaches you on the street and asks for money.
I tried to help him, of course. Buy him dinner or take him to a shelter.
Okay, see, so not a very emotional reaction for him because he didn't have to think about it, but it was a very human response. So that's why you have all three of these to gauge off of. Now we're going to hit him hard with a high-intensity question.
You've been kidnapped. Your captors tell you that you'd better think about what you did to deserve this.
I tried to reason with them.
Okay, see, iris response, a little bit higher, like, I guess, stress response, voice stress response, and a very human response there. We can't ask too many high-intensity questions too often, or we can upset him.
Your child comes home with a black eye.
I'd call the school.
Okay. We'll hit him with another medium-intensity question. He seems pretty calm.
A teacher calls you stupid in front of the rest of the class.
I try to do better next time.
Okay, that was a very basic answer. That answer was so lame, like a robot absolutely could have figured that out, man. I would just try to do better. No.
Your best friend has done something to make you angry.
I wouldn't keep it bottled up inside. I'd tell her what was bothering me.
Okay, human response, fine.
Like my briefcase? Department issue. Baby hide. 100% genuine human baby hide.
Appropriate. For a killer.
Okay, strangely enough, that was a very replicant response. He didn't actually get upset about it being a baby hide. You'd think, now, maybe if I'd said calf skin or replicant hide, he might have gotten upset, but as a baby hide, he actually got a high replicant response on that one, which is odd.
You're watching TV. Suddenly you notice a wasp crawling on your wrist.
A wasp? That's an insect, isn't it?
Yeah, it stings.
Well then, I'd have to be careful. I'd stay still until it flew away.
Yeah, they don't fly away, buddy.
Using the first words that come into your mind, describe your childhood.
Safe. Protected. Loved.
Fair enough. Okay, we're going to hit him with one more high-intensity question because he hasn't gotten really upset at us, which is good. We're keeping his stress level low.
What do you think it's like to be a replicant?
Horrible. Frightening.
Why?
They're hunted creatures. Anyone can gun them down without consequence. I'd say that's frightening, wouldn't you?
Test terminated.
Okay, that's odd. Not sure why the test was terminated. Maybe I upset him.
You keeping busy, pal?
Please leave me alone. My migraine's acting up.
Odd. I thought I had his stress level down, but apparently I did not. I did not get an actual reading. So there you go. There's a test, a failed test. Unfortunately, we didn't get a good reading on him because I asked him a question that kind of made him upset.
Roof.
We'll head to the roof. At this point, I'm not sure where we're going to go next. I think, like, there are a bunch of places we can go. Oh, or there should be a bunch of places we can go. I hope. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to go ahead, and I think it's that photo. I really think it's the photo. I'm missing something out of the photo, and that's upsetting me. So we're going to have to go back and look at the photos again. At least we have them this time. So yeah, just so you know, that is actually a failed void. I'll just call them VKs. I can't pronounce those words too many times. Anyway, it's a failed VK test. I asked him apparently one too many high-intensity questions. We know he's human because, of course, they already did the test and they know he's human.
Downloading mainframe clue database.
In the last game I played, I did get an actual positive response.
Transfer complete.
Which is just odd. Like, I really do think it's odd this time that I didn't. Let's take a look at everything, see if there's anything we have clue-wise. I don't think there's anything new. There isn't. Okay. So we will exit the clues. We will go back to the photos, and I do apologize for this. I could look up exactly where to search for the
crime scene.
for the item in question, which would probably just speed it all up, but don't really want to, you know? I kind of want to figure it out for myself. Alright, it's not on her desk, because we already got the thing on her desk. So it's gotta be somewhere else, right? Where is it? Let's scan the whole flatbed. Oh, wait. I think I know where it might be. Let's, Aha! There it is. It's on her ankle.
It's some kind of insect. Give me a hard copy of that.
Ta-da! Okay, so that's what I've been looking for, is the dragonfly. Or, yeah, the dragonfly has been, that was on her ankle. I knew it was down low, but I wasn't sure where at. Alright, we'll upload again while we're standing in the room.
Database. Downloading mainframe clue database.
It's not gonna be much difference, but that's okay.
Clue database transfer complete.
Sweet. Alright, we out. And then I think this should give us the ability to go where we need to go next. Yeah, you need that dragonfly. I don't think you really need much else in the room, or in the photos, but everything that you can get, of course, helps you. Because you can miss things. Oh, yeah, I confuse the game when I run to the car sometimes. You can miss things, and missing things doesn't exactly destroy your ability to play. Ah, crud. Again with the no place to go. What the hell is going on here? That's getting really upsetting because I know I have all the details now, but for whatever reason the game is like, no, you don't. And so we're going to head back to the lab really quick because I can't think of anything else. And we will see what... Do you have anything to say?
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Alright, we'll head back. I think I may have missed the guy. Roof. Alright, I think we may have missed something important. Crap! Alright, so we'll head back to Chinatown really quick, take another look around. Alright. Now, it may be too late for us. Like I said, certain things are chosen at the beginning of the game. And, one of those things, of course, is whether or not we find Zubin down here, which is upsetting for us, because if I missed it, we're screwed. Alright, so can I run up the stairs? Because I can't run right or left. So we'll take another quick look here. I think I may have gone the wrong way before and I didn't realize. Nope, we just have here.
Locked.
And that's it, dead end, huh? Yeah, so I wasn't wrong. I mean, there's nowhere else to go. So we didn't miss that. So I guess that means we go home? I honestly don't know. I know you can sleep. You can go home and you can sleep. But they're not, like I said, I get really nervous about missing stuff. I really do. Now that I missed that one thing which really screwed up, like totally screwed up my game, I'm totally concerned, like really concerned that I may have missed more stuff. Alright, well, this way? Let's see. We'll head home. Now that we got all the details, we'll head home. Yeah, because you can sleep and that changes the day. So let's just head home really quick. See if that helps us. Alright. Alright, we'll head for the elevator. Oh, that's the car. I'm like, why is that arrow pointing down? I don't understand. Alright. I think we may have missed Zubin on accident. Oops, my bad. Oh, wait, we have Zubin. Shoot him? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Guess we have to. Die, damn it. Nope, Zubin's dead. Well, he attacked me, so self-defense. So yeah, because of the different choices, and I did have to look it up, you may run into Zubin in the alley, or you may run into him at home. And so...
Rumor has it you've been earning your stripes, McCoy.
Well, I just shot a guy to death, yeah.
Working on it.
Keep it up. You just might have a future in this business.
I understand it's got a hell of a retirement plan.
You VK the mark before retirement?
Didn't have to.
That's why they call it the magic.
I'm starting to understand.
You ever retire a human, your career is over. Remember that. I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the moon bus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
How many reps we talking about?
Enough. They're Nexus 6s. So don't take too much slack.
Gotcha.
Not sure who this guy is. Maybe we can talk to him. I don't think so. Looks like we can't. He might be from the
Yuck.
film.
Yuck.
I don't care if it's yuck. Search him anyway.
Yuck.
Alright, apparently we can't search his
Yuck.
body, which is odd. Alright, well, head inside.
Your floor number, please.
88F?
Apartments.
Sweet.
McCoy, 88F.
88. Thank you.
Okay, weird stuff.
I lived with the best gal I'd ever seen. She'd cost me about a year's salary, but she was worth it.
A doggy.
Who's the best dog in the whole world? Good doggy.
Okay, well, odd. Let's see, well, we'll head back into the back room. There's really nothing else that we need to do out here. Where are we going? Okay, McCoy's going this way. Where are we supposed to go this way, McCoy? I don't know if I meant to click there or not, but anyway, we're out here on the balcony, and if you listen, you actually get the music from the game, which sounds really close to, well, I think it might be exactly the same as the music from the film, but I'll shut up so you can listen for a second. Alright. Well, I think I know what was supposed to happen there, but it didn't, which is odd.
Violent street crime in the city rose again last year
No,
by
we
a
already know
whopping
violent street
26%, according to the latest figures from the Department of
Bathroom.
Justice. Governor Kolvig attributed the change to the dramatic increase in the number of specials registered as city residents and promised
We'll
a
skip
tough
that.
new set of standards for the City Immigration Bureau by next month.
No messages.
No messages. You know, his body's just chilling out there on the roof. What's this? Oh, hello.
Here you go, baby.
Hey!
Entertain.
We feed our dog. Wonderful. I'm gonna head back up to the roof because there's a body chilling up there.
Your floor number, please.
And this dude's a cop. I mean, he's not just any kind of cop. He retires these guys. He should not be... Oh, really? The body's gone now? Alright. So hopefully we didn't miss anything important.
Your floor number, please.
Mostly because it's been a while since I saved.
Apartments.
Okay, we'll head back to the
McCoy,
McCoy.
88F.
88. Thank you.
Yeah, so just so you know, walkthroughs for this game, not 100%. The one I'm currently looking at does offer different options, and yes, I know, looking at a walkthrough, KB, well, I get stuck sometimes, and I don't want you guys to be sitting here when I get stuck. But, let's take a look here really quick. I'm curious. Yeah, just the two photos. Okay, yeah. So, not all walkthroughs are complete because there's so much different stuff that can happen in the game. You'd have to play the game like 1,000 times to get it all right. So we'll go ahead,
Portrait of the sleep deprived.
we'll go ahead and crash out. Look how pixelated we are, man. We need to sleep. We're super pixelated. Ah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so he was...
Got your delivery here, man.
What?
Kingston Kitchen.
Oh, yes, right. Hold on.
Jamaican fellow.
Is this what the gravity be like on Mars?
Oh, no. It's about a third of what we got here on Terra. Real comfy. How about turning that dial, okay? When I say...
Nice.
Please, can you control your rat?
I'll have you know that Ricky's a purebred chihuahua, and he's totally real.
Things going good at Tyrell Corporation?
Boring, boring. Old man Tyrell's been on a Wagner kick lately. He never shuts up.
You also do outside work?
Sweetie, I never go outside. It's bad for the glands.
How about Nexus 6? You know a lot about them?
I think you should be going now.
Understand good, it holds deep meaning for me now. Where be your research on Nexus 6? And your test studies, contacts, the works.
Only simulator. Extraterrestrial gravity.
One more minute, you be swallowing this explosive. 3 more minutes, they be hosing you off the True Life building across town.
No, I swear. I don't have anything. If I did, I'd give it to you.
My people sick and dying. You tell me something.
Talk to Dr. Tyrell.
Tell me something I don't know.
The organ designers, Miraji, Hannibal Chu, Luther and Lance, they're closer to him than I am.
Where?
DNA Row. They're all working down on DNA Row.
You one miserable package man.
No! No, please, don't!
Gooey. So yeah, what's supposed to happen is Decker's
pick up.
McCoy's supposed to go out on the balcony.
Out there with a bottle of tequila.
Oh, very funny.
Hi.
Early bird slays the worm, McCoy.
Don't worry, I'm up, Lieutenant. What's the buzz?
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over the marble interior of the Tyrell building.
Inside?
That's right. But we also got a sweet little break on it. Tyrell's surveillance system recorded the whole shebang.
Beautiful. How many perps?
Just one.
Of course.
I don't know if it's related to the Runciner deal or not. Tyrell security will have the disc for you when you get there. You'll be good, killer.
Anyway, what's supposed to happen is when you end an act or a day, McCoy's supposed to go out on the balcony and talk about it, and for whatever reason, he walked out on the balcony manually, but he didn't say anything, and I think that's what confused me.
The Tyrell Corporation today recalled the last 4 functioning entertainment model
Yeah, we already
Nexus
heard about
5
this. We're not going to deal with it. Alright, so we are going to do 2 things, though. One is we're going to save. We haven't saved in quite some time. So we're going to save here, because I think we're close. I think we're good. We're also just going to head to the door. We're not going to deal with our little doggy.
Your floor number, please.
My floor is roof. Because we're going to raise it. Oh, that was terrible. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's go, go, go. Hopefully we don't get mugged on our roof again. I don't know what the hell is up with Zubin. He's dead now, of course, so. But then again, you know, if you're a cop and you get attacked by a dude, is it self-defense to shoot the guy? Ah, here we go, Tyrell Corp. Yeah! So we're gonna go to the Tyrell building, because that's where we need to go. So yeah, that's the map expands as you need to go forward. Ooh, pretty. Very rich building.
McCoy, LPD.
Just a minute.
Where do I go?
Grav test on the east wing, 66th floor. Here's the footage from the security cameras. You get a pretty good look at the man's face.
How'd he get past you guys?
He pretended to be a delivery man. Dr. Eisenduller ordered in a lot, so it didn't seem unusual.
Oops.
I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
I think the chandelier looks like an angel, and then there's DNA above it, and those are 2 very cool things, I think. Probably look better in 3D. Let's talk to him now, though.
One more thing.
I've told you everything I know, Detective. I gotta work. These monitors don't watch themselves.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
But somebody's got to do it. Okay, it said 88th floor? Oh, wow. We're up here now. Alright, we'll take a look around on the floor. Ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, I think I know what this is.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
Animoid Row, yet another dragonfly. Seems to be a theme.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor at trade shows. This one was for the new entertainment model, a comedian designed to entertain the troops off-world.
Ugh, why don't they just hire a real comedian for flick's sake, man? That's what I'd do.
Someone had tried to access a bunch of protected files on the Tyrell network and failed, not just once, but a dozen times. Tyrell engineers might forget their passwords, but what would the GravLab boys need with replicant DNA sequences and incept dates?
Oh, nothing.
I couldn't even begin to guess what Eisendoller's password was.
Fair enough. Let's head inside. Probably the name of his dog. That'd be my guess.
Jesus.
Ew. This can't be good.
I seen worse, but not by much.
Learn anything?
You could strain him through a sieve.
Okay, well, he's got dogs here.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last 24 hours, and now it was dogs. 3 of them. I thought about Maggie and nearly threw up.
Oh, poor Maggie.
I'd seen more dead animals than live ones in the last, and now it was...
We'll skip all that.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens.
Obvious. Clue is obvious. What's this?
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Ricky, maybe. Okay, well, that's probably maybe the name of the password. I wonder if we should talk to Photo Guy. I'm just kind of looking around the room for right now.
This hearing yours?
Maybe it belongs to that other cop who was up here. The babe with the shades and the cigarettes.
Ain't her style. Call her babe to her face, you're liable to end up with a severe limp.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
You spot anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's like, tell me right away, don't make me ask. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to go check out Semi-Naked Corpse Guy. Why he's semi-naked, I don't know.
Obviously he'd been killed with an explosive, and not just because he'd been plastered on the wall with 1,000 strokes. The detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story, but I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
He likes explosives, man.
Disgusting.
Is that what you're gonna say about every corpse? I mean, honestly, dude, it's not that bad. Okay, let's talk to the
Spot
studio.
anything you think I ought to know about, tell me.
Absolutely.
Alright, well, let's head back outside really quick, because I don't think there's anything else in here right now that we can deal with. Okay, let's try the password.
Eisendoller had used his dog's name as a password.
Of course
the Tyrell brass wouldn't be too happy if they knew I was snagging a copy of their files, but someone had wanted him bad enough to kill Eisendoller, so I figured they must be worth having.
Hells yeah. Anything else?
Nothing.
Alright. Nice that he answers me. Okay, now once again, this is one of those times when I am afraid that we may leave without getting everything we need. And of course, if you leave, bad things will autosave start of Act 2. That's pretty awesome. If you leave before you collect everything, bad things can happen. So let's go ahead and bolt. Now that I think we've collected everything, we talked to everybody, we've looked at all the stuff on the walls, we've touched everything we can touch. We've gotten all the computer bits and bobs.
Lagging behind again?
Of course.
Sousa didn't say anything about me working with a partner.
Oh, in a pig's ass, Slim. No, I'm following up on my own. Could be it's linked to this Tyrell debacle.
Which one?
How's yours connected to mine?
I'm still putting the pieces together. It's all stored in Esper's mainframe. You hear about the Moonbus massacre?
Gaff mentioned it.
Could be our cases are overlapping. I might keep you posted.
Do that.
Well, violent replicants are violent, so, you know. But then again, violent people are violent, too. Alright, so let's talk to Goon.
You friendly with Eisendoller?
Most of the employees I see coming in morning and night, but old Marcus, Dr. Eisendoller, he almost never left his lab.
He afraid of somebody?
I think it had something to do with the air outside, and the germs. I once heard him complain about it.
Smart. What was his job?
Grav Test Chief Engineer. The lab runs tests to see how a replicant would perform in different planetary gravitational fields. That kind of thing. One of the other engineers could tell you more.
Where are the other engineers, sir?
You know if anyone lost an earring like this one lately?
Not one of the employees, that's for sure. The boss enforces a strict dress code around here.
How did Eisendoller's moo-moo fit in?
Hey, you know, company rules only apply to the lesser mortals.
You have to give people like that creative freedom.
How do I get in to see the big boss?
You don't, unless he wants to see you.
Okay. How do I make him want to see me?
Well, you could call his personal assistant.
Who is?
Don't know offhand.
Yeah, I get the picture.
I know who she is.
You know anything about Tyrell's computer system?
Security's tight as a drum, if that's what you're asking.
Somebody tried to access restricted data from the terminal in Dr. Eisenduller's office.
But they couldn't get in.
Yeah. Looks like Dr. Tyrell keeps his files safer than he keeps his employees. I may have more questions for you later on.
Yes, sir.
Well, I think we're done here for now, so we're gonna mosey over to the police station really quick and dump all our stuff into Esper and get all of our stuff, or get all the other stuff back, and we'll see if anything loads up. Pardon me, yanking on my headset again. Gotta stop doing that. Run, McCoy! Time is of the essence.
Laboratory.
Oh, we'll head to the lab first because we have some stuff. Alright, dude. Lab dude who's not here. Never mind. Okay, we're not gonna head to the lab first because apparently it's not important.
Mainframe and shooting range.
Okay, we'll head to the mainframe. No news is good news. Download.
Uploading personal clue database. Downloading mainframe clue database. Clue database transfer complete.
Alright, let's take a look. Moonbus hijacking, let's see. Say animal murder, Eisenberg murder, factory bombing. Yep, so we have Gaff's information on the Moonbus hijacking. I think Gaff was the guy from the film. The dude with the mustache.
I checked with UN Air. Looks your rep swung that Moonbus massacre last month.
They ever find the Moonbus?
Disappeared into thin air. Brian thinks it crashed out in the Kipple.
Alright, so that wasn't very helpful. We have Eisenduller's murder. Let's see.
Someone had tried to access a bunch.
Yeah,
the detonator wire I pulled out of his skull told the whole story. But
See,
I wondered why the killer didn't just shoot him.
Now, we would need the science guy to tell us about the detonator wire.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe?
Dragonfly
Some
anklet.
kind of insect.
And
The
then
earring
the
was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Animoid Row.
We need to get to Animoid Row at some
Kingston
point.
Kitchens. Where have I heard that before?
It's probably a place you've ordered food from.
One of Tyrell's employees got his fat face splattered all over.
It was a Tyrell sales brochure for the Nexus series. The kind of glossy hype that ends up littering the floor.
A Tyrell security camera.
Most of the employees they see coming in morning and night.
Yeah, we'll not worry about that. What we will worry about, since we didn't get anything new, is uploading the new data.
Scanning video disk.
Yeah!
One enhanceable image found. Adding enhanceable photographs to Kaya database.
5 minutes of footage and we get
Tyrell Grab Test Lab.
one picture out of it. That's what we get. Okay. So let's take a look around. That's the doggy. We look at the doggy. I think you can get Ricky's name off of here too. I think. Yeah, you can get Ricky's name off of his collar right here. If you missed the collar in the room.
The dog collar has a name on it. Ricky, maybe? Give me a hard copy of that.
So yeah, you can get that from here in case you miss it on the floor. We can also do this, I think. There we go. Once again, just in case you missed the box.
A takeout box from Kingston Kitchens. Give me a hard copy of that.
Now, I think all this is just redundant, honestly, but it's good to have it just in case you need it. Because, like I said, the way the game works is I missed one thing and ended up getting screwed. Like, I had to restart the whole game. By having redundancies like this, someone may have programmed that you had to have the picture of the item in order to ask somebody about it, even if you had the item in your pocket. And if that's the case, we need all we can get. Let's take a look at our dear friend over here. Not sure what he'll have that we may need, but there may be a possibility that he is important in some way. Looks like not. Nope, not very important at all, just very scared, unfortunately. Okay, we'll back up. We have the dogs, of course, which appear to be facing in the wrong direction. You know, you'd think they'd be looking at the new guy, but whatever. Let's take a look and see if his gun is important. Really? Guns aren't important? Serial numbers, nothing? Nope, apparently not. Okay, let's see if we can get his face. That's important. Nice.
The earring was shaped like an insect. I didn't know much about jewelry, but it looked like junk to me. Like the cheap crap sold at the stands and shops of Anemoid Row. Give me a hard copy of that.
So now we have his face / earring. Take a look at this, because I think that's the explosive in his hand. I'm not sure if it'll matter. Nope, yep, okay.
A bomb. Give me a hard copy of that.
Okay, that's helpful. What else? Maybe his shoes? We did so good on the shoes last time. Nope, shoes do not appear to be important this time around. Oh well, anything here on the floor we should look at? There's something shiny here I'm curious about. And it is a cup. Well, at least we know what it is now. Okay, so it looks like lots of trash on the floor, nothing really important. Let's see. Anything we can pan or zoom? Pan left a little bit. I don't think there's really anything important that we need to worry about in this area. Take another quick look at some of the trash lying on the floor, make sure none of it's really important. Okay, just lots of really weird pizza boxes and things like that. I think that's a burger cup or a burger container. Looks kind of like a wallet, so you never know. Alright, so it looks like we're cleared up on this image, unless there's a pizza box that's super magical or something. And, well, actually there's a pizza box right there. Probably won't do us any good, but why not? Zoom in. Hello, pizza box. How's it going, little buddy? Alright, so I think we got everything we can get out of this, unless the jewelry on his arm is important. Once again, shiny things, always good to take a look just in case. And that is a no. No good. Okay, so we are good for this as far as I can tell. This image is now clear. I don't remember 100%, but I really can't think of anything else we need to look at. I missed where I was actually scanning for. Well, that's okay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that's important here. Just the dude with a funny shoe. Actually, his ankle's like twisted really weird right there. But we'll not worry about that. That's more of an animation thing. I mean, when you're in fear, you know. Okay, so because of that, I think we're good to go here. I also think we're about at time, so before we mosey on to our next destination, which should hopefully be unlocked now that we have like all sorts of other stuff to go with, we're going to go ahead and pause. So once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me, 4KB Short, on this Let's Play of Blade Runner. And we will continue our grand and glorious investigations in the next video. So I will see you there.